Hi. Hello, guys. Welcome to today's edition of Skincare Education. Welcome. Again, let me do a brief introduction about myself. My name is Omoshewa Adela. I am a makeup artist and a cosmetic formulator, and I do have a skincare line that is in the market and doing well. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. Today I will be talking about the importance of niacinamide, vitamin B3 in your skincare products. Okay, I'll just like to know where everybody is joining in from. Just a quick just let me know where you're joining from today, just for me to know where my viewers are. Okay, so I'll just jump right into it and I won't waste any of your time. Okay, so niacinamide is a cosmeceutical ingredient that it's known to a lot of people as vitamin B3. It is an amazing ingredient that does a lot of things. Is basically well tolerated by many, lots of skin types. I have seen a very funny, post on somebody's page that said you cannot be a niacinamide, more like you cannot please everybody and be a niacinamide. Niacinamide is well tolerated by almost everybody or almost every skin type at the required percentage rate, because when you go beyond the percentage rate, it could get irritating on the skin, and it also combines very well with other ingredients in product. And so there usually isn't any issue of when layering it with other products. There's less issue of irritation, so it's less irritating to the skin. It's also an amazing ingredient that helps to balance the skin barrier. It balances the skin barrier, and it also helps to keep the skin moisturized. It strengthens the skin. It's just an amazing cosmeceutical ingredient that has been studied and well studied. And in fact, there has been a conclusion that in one study among other cosmeceutical ingredients that were studied by that particular group of scientists, that it was the one that basically satisfied the scientists' question, or their question of the penetration of the ingredient, the defined mechanism action of the ingredient, as well as the specific clinical effects that it gives on the skin. So basically it's a product that is well studied, and and the effect is satisfactory among the clinical studies that has been done on niacinamide. So I'll just go ahead and just talk about its benefits in your skincare products. It's an amazing star ingredient that should be in almost every skincare product. For us, we have it in 2 of our skincare products, but we're also working on some other products that are going to have niacinamide in it as well. So one of the major things it does, being a vitamin, I mentioned in my last previous post about vitamins, I mentioned niacinamide as well. So being a vitamin, it's an antioxidant. Okay, it has antioxidant effect. Okay, it increases it reduces the forms of NADPs, that is nicotine, adenine. Okay, so that's a very long name, so I'm not, but just know that it's NADPs, but it's a form of nicotine that gets produced in niacinamide, and that gives it antioxidant potency. properties, if you get what I mean. So it gives it that antioxidant, and I've talked about what antioxidants had. They protect you from they protect your skin from, you know, free radicals, from harmful environmental stress that comes, that, you know, the skin gets in contact with every day. So every day the skin gets in contact with free radicals, oxidation, and everything, you know, in the environment that kind of stresses the skin out and causes what we call advanced glycation end product, AGEs. So, and kind of just makes the skin age, if you get what I mean. So antioxidant helps to reduce and protect the skin against such. They also improve epidermal barrier function by reducing transepidermal water loss. Okay, so like I talked about in one of my posts, I talked about the skin barrier, you know, the skin barrier system. So the skin has a thin film on the stratum corneum that protects that's the one that kind of protects the skin. That's the one that everybody sees. The stratum corneum is what you're actually seeing. Okay, so moisture can be lost from the stratum corneum, from the skin, when the barrier is, you know, disrupted or broken or messed with. Okay, so niacinamide, what it does, it kind of just it serves as a barrier. You know, it gives a barrier function from transepidermal water loss, so that moisture won't be lost from your skin, and your skin will look supple and retain moisture. Okay, then also increases the skin resistance to potential harmful topical agents, like I said. So it also synthesizes ceramides. Ceramides are naturally produced in the body, okay, in the skin, okay, and they help to strengthen the skin. So using niacinamide will help to produce or synthesize more ceramide in your skin. Okay, so using a niacinamide based product, and also, like I said, it serves as a resistance, helps the skin to be able to resist potential harmful topical agents, like I said, like things that the environmental factors that come at the skin, that the skin gets in contact with every day. Okay, so every day I mentioned that during the day the skin is in a, you know, protective mode. So when you wake up every day, your skin is kind of just protecting you from harmful environmental you know, oxidation and stress and everything that comes at it. So that's why you have to use products that will help or strengthen it to do that exactly. Okay, so niacinamide is one of those ingredients that helps or strengthen the skin, and helps it also to synthesize ceramides. Okay, also niacinamide also decreases yellowing of the skin through its antioxidant capabilities. Also helps to inhibit oxidative processes, okay, such as protein oxidation, glycation. I've talked about that. Okay, so yellowing of the skin is, say for instance, it's just basically an oxidation that happens on the skin, an oxidation of protein that happens on the skin. Okay, so that's basically what's referred to as yellowing of the skin. It happens quite a lot sometimes, especially for people of color. You might not notice it, but yellowing of the skin is basically an oxidation of the skin, if you get what I mean. Okay, so it also decreases reddening of the skin and blotchiness. Okay, say for instance the skin is irritated, the skin is, you know, injured and bruised, using niacinamide based products, okay, will help to reduce that blotchiness, that redness, that irritation. So it's called, the term is called erythema. So it's kind of reddening of the skin based on irritation. It also helps to, it also helps, like I said, to reduce the effect of environmental stress on the skin. It's just, I hope you guys be able to grab what I'm saying. Like every day the skin does a lot in protecting us from the environment, protecting our inner, you know, our body from the environment. So just to strengthen the skin to do this, the more niacinamide as an ingredient comes to play there as well. Okay, it also helps to decrease fine lines and wrinkles. Though it doesn't do this, like, it's not a powerhouse for this, okay, particular function, but it's amazing, like I said. So it also helps, it's amazing in increasing the protein called keratin, you know, in the skin. So because it does that and also synthesizes collagen, like I said, or ceramide, it helps to increase it helps to reduce wrinkles, because collagen is what binds the skin cells together, okay, so that the skin stays, you know, supple and, you know, wrinkle free without, you know, any how would I put this, space in between, okay. So but when there is actually, the skin barrier is broken, aging is taking place and everything, the skin you start getting wrinkles and all of that. And so niacinamide over time, okay, with its use over time, it helps to prevent wrinkles and fine lines, okay, because it helps the skin to produce more collagen, okay. It also helps it also helps hyperpigmentation. It helps to improve hyperpigmentation. And I've also mentioned that it's not like it's a powerhouse for this, but a prolonged use of niacinamide will help to reduce hyperpigmentation. And it does this in a very amazing way that other trinase inhibitors don't do, okay. So the way it does this, I don't know if you go back to my first class where I had the structure of the skin up on the board. I know I put there a structure, a diagram there that is called the melanocytes, okay. So it's like an amoeba. It has like different, you know, fingers as such, okay. So it's like that. I just want to use my fingers or my hands to analyze this now, okay. So we have the melanocytes, okay, where we have the melanoma. The melanoma is the cell that has the melanin. The melanin is the pigment that is responsible for, you know, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and all of those, okay. So if we have the cell, I'm trying to explain what niacinamide does and how it helps to inhibit melanin production, okay. So we have the cell called the melanocyte, or we have the melanocyte here that contains the melalosome. We now have the keratinocyte here, okay. So what happens is that when the skin is inflamed, irritated, or yeah, let me just put inflamed and, you know, injured, and it's about to, so what happens is that melanin tries to rush to that point to protect the skin. And so when it rushes to that point, you have dark spots. That's what happens. And that's why that place is full of melanin. And that's how you have dark spot hyperpigmentation, basically. But what niacinamide does, and so in the process of doing that, is the melanocytes, okay, contains a melalosome. That's the cell that has the melanin in there. The melanocyte tries to transfer the melalosome. I'm sorry, it's all confusing. The melanocyte tries to transfer the melalosome to the keratinocyte. Okay, it's like I'm trying to give this hand something. Okay, so what the niacinamide is doing, because this is the one that will transfer. This is the cell that carries it to the you know, it's called epidermal cells. These keratinocytes are the ones that take it to the dermis, okay, to the epidermis. Okay, so what the niacinamide does is kind of block the connection between the two, so that the melanocyte is not able to feed the keratinocyte some melalosome. Okay, and that's how you're not able to have it's like a preventive measure of treating hyperpigmentation. Okay, so and that's what niacinamide does. It does it in such an amazing way that maybe after treating your hyperpigmentation with like an alpha-butene or your kojic acid, then you want to kind of just prevent it from happening again. So you want to use a product or a skin product that has niacinamide in it, so that, you know, that is prevented from happening. Remember that even niacinamide even reduces your skin ability to be irritated in the first place. So in the process of doing all of those, it's kind of just stopping you from having dark spots, stopping even when you feel when the skin is irritated, when the skin is blotched, it doesn't help the production of that black spots. Okay, and that's what happens. The people of color, we have so much melanin in our system. These melanocytes, they are very active. There are many in our skin, such that when there's any irritation, the message is sent fast. They produce more melanocytes and they go there and form that black or that dark hyperpigmentation, just to protect that part. It's like sending a message that, oh, that part is irritated, let's go there and just protect, and just send in some melanosome. Okay, and so that's what happens. But of course, it's like a protection, but it's not pleasing to the eyes. Okay, so we want to protect our skin without having to have some black, spot or hyperpigmentation. Okay, so what you want to do is to use a product that has niacinamide. I've been talking about it in area of my, I know I mentioned niacinamide one way or the other in any of my posts, and I said that one day I'm going to dedicate a post to niacinamide, and this is the day has come. And so it has even been, I know a study that says that study shows 5% niacinamide in any product, reduces 35 to 65% of inhibition of melanosome, that cell in the melanocyte. Okay, so it kind of blocks it, this process to happen, this cell to feed the melanosome, and this carries it to the surface of the skin. I hope you guys get my analogy, because I would have loved to draw, but I can't do that because I'm always messing it up. Okay, so basically that is all the points that I have for you guys about niacinamide. I hope you will, from now on, look at niacinamide vitamin B3 as a star amazing ingredient that over time, right, it should actually have it as a staple in your cabinet, because it just does so many things beyond hyperpigmentation. It does so many things beyond wrinkling, preventing wrinkles and fine lines. Even though those are amazing things that we want the skin, it does so many. It does it does protect our skin, and that's one of the things that we need the most, because when our skin is protected, and so it produces less, hyperpigmentation, and also produces less wrinkles and all of that. So with this few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that hyperpigmentation is amazing in your skincare products. So I'd like to show you guys two of our products right now that contain niacinamide that would want you to try, and that is actually three, excuse me, and that is first our blossoming body souffle. This has 2% niacinamide in it. It has 2% and it's amazing for the skin, so it helps to protect the skin. Your skin will feel amazing and moisturized the whole day when you use this product. Okay, this is some people have named it the best skin lotion or skin moisturizer or skin cream they've ever used. Okay, because beyond the brightening properties, it has ingredients that basically protect your skin, that basically moisturizes your skin. Humectant, it has allantoin, it has DL-panthenol, it has vitamins that are amazing to protect your skin and your and keep your skin barrier strengthened. Okay, here also we have it at 5% in our flawless face mask, because this is for face product, so it's at 5%. Niacinamide is at 5% in this product, and mixed with other products, it's amazing. I did a post with this product on my page where I put this product on a spot. I use it as a spot treatment on my cheek. I had indulged in eating some peanuts, and of course I had acne and just a spot right there. The melanocytes came up, and then I put this flawless face mask on the spot, And I was documenting the improvement over the course of 4-5 days, and the results is amazing. Okay, it reduced the pigmentation, it kind of calms it down. It also helps to reduce inflammation. Okay, niacinamide also helps to reduce inflammation. So when the skin is inflamed, so niacinamide does an amazing job to reduce inflammation. So we have niacinamide in this product, and we also have niacinamide in our Radiance Face Toner. This is more than a toner. Okay, people, we named the Radiance Face Toner because it does two things. First, it helps to balance the skin's pH immediately after a wash or a bath. After using, there's no how, once you use any cleanser, no matter what it is, whether it's cream or soap cleanser, whatever, your skin's pH has been messed up with. So you need to use a toner to balance your skin and keep it hydrated. Now it also does, the other thing it does is to hydrate the skin and keep it supple and get it ready for the next skincare application. So these three products have niacinamide in them. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is something that we have going on. I've been talking about vitamin A, retinol. Also, I've been mentioning retinol in a few of my posts, and I have mentioned that we are working on making a retinol formula. Okay, and so I am happy to announce that we have been able to make our retinol formula, though it's not yet available, but we made samples for you guys to try. So what we're doing is, as many people that go online to www.swanproinc.com and to order any of our products, any product at all, you get a sample of our packed concentrate retinol gel. You get a sample of that in there, and it's an amazing ingredient that all you have to use is a little bit at night. And you don't use it every night, you use it only twice in a week. It does an amazing job. Retinol, I'm going to talk about that on another day. Retinol is vitamin A, and though it has a lot of misconceptions around it, we are going to tackle all of those. Absolutely nothing. We are not using retinoic acid, which is prescription based. We are using retinol, which is way weaker than the prescription based retinoic acid. So yeah, so it's an amazing ingredient. It doesn't contain any water. It's an amazing formula that you should try. Okay, so if you order any of our product online on www.swanproinc.com, you get a sample of our newly formulated retinol gel, and I'm sure you'd come back to tell us what even the sample can last you for a month plus, because all you need is a tiny little bit twice in a week. Okay, and retinol, I'll just give you a few, not to waste your time. It helps to decrease fine lines and wrinkles. It helps to activate the enzymes. It helps in decreasing the activities of the enzymes that break down collagen. Okay, I talked about collagen is what keeps the cells together and keeps the skin supple and firm. But when the collagen is broken down and the elastin is broken down, the skin loses elasticity, and then you start seeing fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to decrease hyperpigmentation by improving cell turnover rate. So when there's improvement in cell turnover rate, there's hyperpigmentation is reduced over time. Okay, so it also helps to decrease roughness and of the skin. It promotes it, and also promotes epidermal cell turnover. Okay, so vitamin A is amazing. We're just giving samples of it for any purchase on our website. All right, okay, I don't want to waste any more of your time. It's been a long one today. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today, and do have an amazing week. See you next week. All right, bye.